All right, so we are back, and I am Katrishka King. I am the, creative director for Love Beyond, and I'm here with Jaquita White. She is our CEO and founder, and picking up again with Sonia Witt, who is our secretary. And we are continuing to talk about teaching people how to treat you. We kind of got cut off. It was a little abrupt, and we apologize. But we back like we never left.
Hey.
All right, Jaquita, I want to hear from you. Come on, somebody.
I listen, I can't even start to explain the no. The power of a no. Is something serious. And we're not just saying no to friends or family. We're just saying no, period. Mm-hmm. You can say no in your mind to things that you've done previously, and it still offends you too. Mm-hmm. Because things that I've done, and I'm like, okay, I'm cool with it. I'm doing this. But then the minute I say no to myself, Jaquita, you're not going to do this, I offend my own self.
That's true. I offend
my own self. I get in my feelings like, girl, you can do that. Go on and do it again. You know, you've done it the last time. Ooh. But then when your mind be like, ish, we're not finna keep doing this no more. Mm-hmm. Did you like it the last time? Exactly. Did you say that's the reason why you said, Lord, hold my tongue, or Lord, whatever?
That's some gold right there. You got to teach yourself how to treat yourself sometimes.
Girl, yes.
Right?
Oh, yes. I see that as a Love Beyond topic when you do your lives and stuff. That's a good one.
It really is a good one. It is a good one. And that no is not no just to say no. It's to set a boundary. Mm-hmm. Not just for other people, but for yourself. Mm-hmm. This is something we can't continue to do. Mm-hmm. This is not how we can continue to move.
It's for a change.
It is.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It's for a change.
It really is. Mm-hmm. And it's necessary. Like
it is.
Have to have that no because it creates balance. You do that, yes, like you were saying. Mm-hmm. If you continue to say yes over and over and over, you start feeling like you're doing too much. Like I'm not getting.
You're setting yourself up to be used.
You're pouring out. Yes. You're pouring out and not being poured into.
Yes.
Like Janet Jackson said, "What have you done for me lately?" I yes you to death. When was the last time?
She was preaching when she said it.
For real.
When have you yes me?
Yes. Okay.
Yes. Yeah, for real. Mm-hmm. What have you done for me lately? And not from a selfish perspective, but more so like I need some too. Mm-hmm. I had someone that I was like, just if I bought something for myself, I would be like,
girl,
what? This is something they would like. Let me get them one.
Girl.
And then I started realizing that wasn't being reciprocated. I can't even get a birthday gift. And it's not because
not even a gift. I can't get a card. You gonna call me? My birthday starts at 12 a.m. But you call me at 8 p.m. The day of my birthday.
Like,
I've been recovering. My mom already had me, and I'm in the nursery.
And I'm not doing things to receive things. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, I don't feel like any of my generosity is being reciprocated.
Exactly.
And even though that may be the case, a thank you that goes a long way because when somebody shows you that they're appreciative, when you go back out and you see something else. They were very appreciative. And you're going to do it again.
Yeah.
But you just have to, just be, able to show.
Yeah.
Or, when somebody's appreciative.
Definitely.
Of, whether it's just blessing somebody with a gas card or just whatever, been many times I've been in the grocery store and somebody's been short, with $1 or whatever, and I done gave, and you would have thought I done paid for all their groceries. Thank you so much. Thank you. I'll be like, well, or you done paid for it in the fast food line.
Yeah.
You gotta be careful with that though, because you know what I'm saying. You could be like, I'm gonna pay for the car behind me, and then you look behind there, it's just one person, and then they got $20 worth of stuff. Wait a minute.
Did I see that video with that man? I think it was TikTok. Somebody paid for it. He said he was gonna pay for the one behind. They said $200.
He was like, you know what?
He did the whole thing mentally talking to himself. Because God has blessed me. That man told him $200. He said, well, wait a minute. Because God knows.
That's when you got $5 on it.
Yeah.
I got $5 on it.
Yeah. Tell him I did $5. This for me and the Lord.
Ooh, them blessings. So I look crazy.
God knows my heart.
Right.
Ooh, child.
No, but that was fun. They had to put that out though.
That was.
Oh, Lord. Oh, man. All right. So I want to know about it. Tell me, and this time I need something specific.
Oh,
I know there'll be a lot. I know you got to wade through a lot. But think about a time when someone continued to treat you a certain type of way and you didn't stand up for yourself. What was that like? How did you feel after the fact? How much did you beat yourself up? Because I know me, I beat myself up when that happens. Like, girl, you deserve better than that treatment.
I just had an incident a couple of weeks ago. Again, I said I've invited people to listen to the pod, and I'm going to change the characters' names and stuff like that.
Okay.
This is what did they do at the beginning of the show? This is fiction and nonfiction or whatever. That's what I'm going to do. But I had an incident where
the names have been changed.
Yeah, exactly. To protect Sonya. But I really just had an incident where, God, how can I say this without going into it? Well, I had taken my great niece to her grandmother's house. And when I got there, her grandmother was like, well, y'all need to let us know when you bringing her or whatever. I'm like, well, you need to call her mama. She said, no, I'm talking to you. And I'm like, I know you ain't so. I was like 1 to 100,000. I didn't know how to count. Because see, I'm trying to change. That's the whole key. Okay. I'm trying to change.
Oh, okay.
But to make a long story short, I got in the car and I was like, now I did say something. I ain't gonna act like I didn't. But I didn't say what I normally would have said. And I was mad. I said, God, why you ain't let me cuss her out?
Yeah.
He said, just as plain as day, because you asked me to hold your tongue.
Ooh, good Lord.
Because see, people like, oh, people, they just think that you just say whatever. No, I react off of your actions toward me.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So if you think I'm being smart, but what made me be smart? Yeah. Why do I have an attitude?
Yeah.
Because, you ain't innocent in this.
Yeah.
And I think that comes back from, I go back to school, Keita said, oh, well, when I grow up, I'm going to be just like you. You have something to say. It was my defense. Because like I said, I was big in school. So, I could have been a fat ASS or whatever. But you was something Keita already know. I can't say what you were.
She will belittle somebody and don't even know nobody.
Girl, and I be like, but that was my defense.
That was your defense
and
mechanism,
I tell them now, but God, just like, because you asked me to hold your tongue, and I was mad at myself. But then I was like, it was a reason why I asked God to hold my tongue. Now, I was really mad because I was like, I supposed to cursed her out. Because some more stuff, happened. Well, I took the baby back home with me, But I was mad because I didn't react like I normally would have. But then as I got further on down the road, and I felt that God told me, because you asked me to, because I'm having a loud conversation. God, why you ain't letting me cuss out? And I'm driving and riding back there talking about, Mama Sam, we gotta go McDonald's. And I'm like, I don't want no McDonald's. But I'm not telling her I don't want McDonald's. I'm thinking to myself, I ain't going to McDonald's. I'm whooping up at McDonald's, But I'm still having this conversation with God, and it's like, because you asked me to hold your tongue. Yeah. So what do you want?
Right.
Well, Lord, I want you to hold my tongue. Because I'm trying to get to you. I would never be like the Lord. But if I can just react and, if we can just act like him and just get close to him. But I also know that when you're doing good, the devil don't like it.
No.
He don't like it. So he gonna throw stuff at you.
Yes.
He gonna throw stuff at
every
you.
time.
And there's gonna be some people it's gonna be through the people that your family, your close friends, and you're not gonna understand why.
Yeah.
So I had to, so when he said to me, because you asked me to hold your tongue, and I got further on down the road, I accepted it because it was a reason why I asked him to hold my tongue. But I ain't changed yet, so whoever listening to this, don't run up and get done up.
He's not finished with you yet.
No, I'm just playing, but it's all about growth.
Yeah,
it's all about growth,
yeah.
and that's what I want to do, grow. And my daughter did a what do you call them things they be putting on Facebook yesterday? What she did, was it yesterday or the day before? My mama called me and tell me, and I was like, oh my God, that is so mean. What did it say? It said,
it was I can't even remember.
Well, my mama called me and tell me somebody done pissed her off, and I tell her, Mama, don't worry about it. Just move on. And she said, my mama said, it's that. I ain't moving nowhere. I was like, oh my God, I couldn't even say anything. I just put the smiley face. I said, Lord, that's me. That's what I'm trying to change. I don't want to just say the cuss words, you know. But I also feel that, and it goes back to us, we allow people to treat. Sometimes you have to say something. Because if you don't, then they think it's okay. I don't know if they think it's fear that you're not responding. or what they think it is. But sometimes you have to say something. Now, I guess what I'm trying to work on is how I say what I say.
That's the part. Yeah.
The
positioning.
Yes.
Definitely.
Because, one time I ain't had no position. I
don't know what it was.
Off. Like you said, pop off.
Yes.
And then you had to deal with me. But I was wrong. But why did I do what I did?
Yeah.
You don't have to be around me because I'm going to lay on my couch, read my book. I'm going to kitchen, give me something to eat. I'm going to go to bed. I'm going to pay my bills without you even being a thought. But, deal with me like you want me to deal with you at the end of the day.
Yeah. Definitely. Yeah.
Again, this is the Sonya show.
I used to, you in that age, like 18, 19, 20, where you just feel like you own the world.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I used to pop off. Like, you just a temper. I'm an Aries, so I'm hot-headed. And
the bull over here is stubborn.
The bull. Stubborn. We both stubborn.
No, I'm mad.
Yeah. So, and Aries is the same way. Hard-headed. You know what I mean? Stubborn. Run your head into whatever.
We're supposed to act like this is so natural. Okay, so I'm going to add, it's getting hot in here. Can I have some air?
She's so stupid.
You know what? No, I'm sweating her out now.
I'm
sweating her out. Here you go.
But,
Here you go, honey. Here go a fan right here.
I think the difference, like, me and Sonya, y'all already know that we're just the best of friends. But we're two different Tauruses. We're both Taurus. And I think for me, my mouth used to get me in a lot of trouble. I stayed in trouble. Not just with people fighting, but serious trouble.
You couldn't run up
going to jail. You know what I'm saying? Going to jail, doing something. I
don't believe my friend did that.
I got pictures to show you. I got
mug shots.
I got mug shots.
We don't want to see the mug shots.
But I think now, in this time, in this era, she says a lot. She was like, you be handling stuff so cool and collect. Because I had to get in a space where I had to not allow myself to get back so frustrated and pissed off. Because I literally go there. Like people say, no, I go there. No, I went there. And my actions
what's your alter ego's name?
Antoinette is the alter ego. So anytime y'all see Antoinette on Facebook, somebody done piss me off. But I have literally allowed people to take me there, and then the outcome is I have all these bills. I got to pay this lawyer this. I got to pay state of Alabama this. And I got tired. I got tired of allowing my emotions of just popping off get me in trouble. So now I beat you at it. Okay, I've got a paper trail. Okay, you did this, you said that. Okay, I'm gonna beat you at that. I'm gonna have a paper trail. I'm gonna treat you like the white people treat you.
And that's good because look, where you are and where you're trying to go, the different organizations and what you're trying to do in the community, you can't have no mug shots.
Exactly.
Nobody's gonna take you seriously.
They're not gonna take you seriously.
You ain't walking the walk that you walk. What is it? Walking the talk or walking whatever, y'all know what I'm trying to say. But you have more to lose than they do.
Right.
She had an incident. We had jumped up one weekend and went out of town, and we were in Walmart. Got in the car, and she started getting texts, and she was telling me what the text said. I was mad. I'm ready to fly back to Huntsville, and she was like, "No, I'm gonna let God handle it." And I'm like, "Why are you so calm?" But as the time and months, and I guess it's been a year passed, I saw why she did it. There was no need for her to react like I felt like she should have. She really did have a lot to lose. But it was just how she reacted. And that's some growth right there. Because she just told us where she came from. How she used to pop out. But me and her just had this conversation the other day. I was like, I'm glad that you didn't. But I was still ready to fight. I said, I'm still ready to fight for you. You go ahead. You got something to lose. Whatever. But it was just that. It's encouraging to make you say, okay, Lord, hold my tongue. And I really mean it. No matter what you throw my way and I'm questioning you, just remind me you asked me to do it.
Exactly.
But she's very strong. I didn't know her during the Antoinette days. Me and Antoinette probably could be, we can be tight, like whatever. But
I used to be like that. So I would do the popping off, and then I realized that people didn't want nothing to do with me.
Yeah, right.
Because of that. And so I was like, so then I went to the further extreme where it was like, that's where I ended up being more passive. And then I would be beating myself up. And now I'm finding that happy medium where it's like, okay, yeah, no, you're not going to talk to me like that. But I'm not going to pop off. You're just going to, don't talk to me like that. We're going to be serious about this thing because I need that reciprocated respect at this point.
Yeah.
You're not going to be disrespectful because I'm not disrespecting you.
Right.
Treat me the way that I'm treating you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that I know how to move with you. I mean, at some point, though,
so that
I get to a point where
I'm
like, I'm not going to deal with you on the same level. We can still be cool, but I know where you are now. So I'm not going to go and be the same Katrishka I was years ago because you showing me who you really are.
And that goes back to what I just said. I'm reacting to your actions.
Yeah.
I'm reacting. So you can paint me bad all you want to, but you better paint yourself as well. You better throw some paint on yourself as well. Yeah.
Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah. It's interesting though, especially coming, as we get older, as we become more mature.
Right.
And then as we have children and we don't want them to experience what we go through. But we don't want to know that everybody that grin in your face is not your friend. That's the first thing we want to know. But then we want them to know how to conduct yourself when you go out.
Exactly.
You can tell somebody how you feel without being loud and cursing and talking to myself. You can do that. So that's what it goes back to you teach them how to treat you. So,
and I tell my daughter that all the time. Like, don't let somebody treat you like that. Don't let them talk to you like that. Don't let them demean you like that. Don't let them leave you.
And then say at the end, after they done did everything, oh, that's my friend.
Yeah.
No.
Your friend.
No.
Is that how they treat friends?
We have a different idea of what friendship is if that's the case.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That is crazy. Yeah. So what kind of advice would you give to someone who was, I guess this is along the same, this is a good segue. So your children, a friend, if you see that there's someone who is constantly being treated less than what they actually deserve, what kind of advice would you give to them? What would you say?
I think even like yesterday when I went live and I said you can't compromise. Like, you should not compromise, period, with the way that people treat you. Don't allow them to compromise in that area. But also, you don't compromise with anything that you have going on in your life.
Definitely.
I am, what they say, we're royalty and I'm the queen and, don't let nobody knock your crown off. Stay just like that. Stay like that. Don't allow anybody to push you in a uncomfortable situation.
Yeah.
If it's uncomfortable for you, but it's great for them, that's where you've allowed yourself to compromise.
Yeah.
So that's when that no needs to come back in your spirit and be like, this is where I say no to whatever you're trying to throw my way. I take my life back.
I take my power back.
I take my power back.
Exactly.
I take my power back because I've given it too much to you. And that's for friends,
and there's no time limit on it.
Anything.
Do it today. Do it today. If you're ever in a situation where you feel that the people are embarrassing you, or hurting your feelings in any kind of way, step away. You ain't even got to say no. Just walk away.
Exactly.
Because that why. That's that why. No.
Exactly.
You can distance yourself. And we'll see how long it takes them to realize that you ain't there.
Girl.
So no, you ain't.
And then you get those phone calls. Oh, I ain't heard from you. You
a
sure
week later.
haven't.
If I was a friend, you would call me the next day. The next day,
Yeah. No, you haven't heard from me, and that was intentional. And here's why.
Okay.
Because I'm not your punching bag.
Exactly.
I'm not something that stays there and let you make a joke of.
No, absolutely not.
Yes.
Absolutely not.
Yes.
It's kind of interesting because it's like, people tell us that they love us, and this is maybe a little bit off topic, but what I realize is there's a lot of things that I have done over the last few years that people that I love don't support.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
And it's like, if it was you, if you were doing these things, I would be there.
Well, me and Peter always say, people don't think alike.
Oh, definitely.
Just because
not.
you would be there don't mean that they would. You know, that's what you're saying.
But that goes to that reciprocation I was talking about. You know what I'm saying?
Long as
You're not
know that you would do that
same type of energy.
Yeah. But that, you know, it's just it wouldn't shock me. You know, I guess so much has just happened that people don't. You know, long as they're on the receiving end, it's okay.
Oh, yeah.
You know,
definitely.
and they can give you 1,001 excuses why they couldn't come to support you and whatever.
Yes.
If you want to believe it, that's fine.
Yeah.
You accept it, that's fine.
Yeah.
But then don't accept it that time and then get mad the next time. You accept it every time. But Tony, I always say what Tamar Braxton's mama said. You went looking for it, you found out the information, what you gonna do with it? You ain't gonna do nothing about it. Don't go look for it. So if somebody's not supporting you and you call them out on it and they continue not to do it, don't continue to ask them why they don't do it.
Oh, I've never
don't even put their name down on the invitation on the to invite them.
No,
because they're not even gonna come.
No, definitely.
And you know this at that point. But if it's in your heart to support them, then you do you do that. Because one day they're gonna get by themselves and they're gonna just start reflecting. You know, I did this and she was there. I did that and she was there. I did this and she was there. Damn, she been in everything.
Yeah.
Now, I want them, hypothetically, now look and see what you supported her to do. So you don't have, a lot of times you don't have to say anything because we have this thing we said, get in your head. And I get in my head about a lot of other stuff. But when you get in there, sometimes it's good and sometimes it's bad because you get to reflect.
Yeah.
You know, you reflect on how you treat people, how people, treat you, and other little things that you get to reflect on. But it's during that time when you can see. God allows that time to happen for a reason. Sometimes all the times, you need to get by yourself and reflect.
Definitely, yeah.
Whether it's spiritual, your job, your family, your children, you just need that time by yourself and the Lord.
Yeah.
And that's what you do. You reflect, and then you can weed out your enemies. You know, because we everybody got them. We got the ones that hang around us every day. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, indeed.
And want to find out what you're doing.
Yep.
And I'm so quick to tell people, don't tell everybody what your left hand is doing. Don't tell your right hand what your left hand doing. Because they're getting your information, and they didn't call Bobby and Sue and then they didn't add it on to what you done said. Someone to get back to you. You just really hurt because first of all, the person that you thought that you could talk to about whatever, then spread it. Yeah. Then you mad because they didn't add it on to it. You don't even know what is that about, Girl. So sometimes it pays to be quiet. And I have a journal. I write down stuff. The other day I was going through stuff. I wrote it all down. I had vacation Bible school and I was mad. I came home. I wanted to cuss and call folks and write stuff on Facebook. Oh, I didn't grow because I don't do Facebook stuff no more. I didn't grow because I got ministers and stuff on. I got ministers and stuff on my page, so I didn't grow. So sometimes God put people in your life just to
humble you.
Yes, yeah. But I forgot what I was going to say. What I was talking about? Girl, jeez, what was I talking about? Jesus. Oh, Lord, I really did forget.
Child, she has been on
let me put this
thing back up here.
I need you, Lord. I need you, Lord. I need you, Lord. But anyway, I think I was saying, I don't know what I was saying. What was I talking about? What was the last thing I said?
Girl.
But anyway, just watch your circle.
Yeah.
Everybody doesn't have your good for you, good things meant for you, or however you want to say it. And it's all right to say no. It's all right to walk away without even saying anything, And it's for your good. It's for your good. God allowed things to happen for a reason. Yeah. We ain't even got to question him. I'm accepting, when I say, Lord, why you ain't let me say nothing? He's I'm finna shut you up because I see you all night long. You're going to be saying, why, Lord? Because you told me to. So as I got further down the road, I accepted because I did do that. Yeah. So, we just have to just take one day at a time and then be able to weed out what doesn't need to be in our lives. Yeah. What you say, making the what was your topic yesterday? I'm sorry. Which was real good. Compromise. Get a chance, you need to throw that plug in there because it was very good. I was like, look at my friend, and this she didn't even look nervous. I was just out, and it was a very good topic. So that date was July to what? June or what day was that you did that?
Wasn't that Thursday?
Yeah, the 9th.
June the 9th. Y'all go to Love Beyond and look for that date and watch that video, that live. It was very, very good. And this is the Sonya show.
Clearly.
Sonya show. I'm just joking, y'all. It's been fun. It really has.
It has.
I was nervous when I came here. I tried to like play it off, but
it's cathartic.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because there's a lot of things you have on your heart that you don't express. And most of this came about because of our Marco Polos, where we would just have conversations that would go on for hours. It was like, we should do a podcast.
Yeah.
And it just kind of fell by the wayside, but then
it wasn't time. You know why? Because I wasn't in the picture. That's why.
That's really what it was. Okay.
And I'm going to start getting paid for this.
Thank you for coming to the Sonya show. We appreciate your participation.
But if this was live, she would be silent.
I'll go
if this was a video.
Shoot.
Forget about it.
So know that like Sister Mary is sitting back and back.
No.
Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord. I agree. Amen.
Not with the T.
Yes,
with
Lord.
the T at the end. Oh,
I can't.
my gosh.
I can't.
Hoocha. All right. Anybody got anything else they want to add?
So I was just trying to figure out, so how do you feel now that you say no to people? I know, like, I can speak on you, I know how you was all the yes, I got it. And now that you're actually saying no, how do you feel now that you say no? Because I know you beat yourself up a lot.
I do.
For saying no. Mm-hmm. How do you feel now that you're at a place where you can actually say, nope, I ain't doing it?
Ooh, that's good. Some days I feel good about it. And some days I question myself on saying, I have to say, why am I saying no? Mm-hmm. And at the end of the day, it's my peace.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
It's my peace. Mm-hmm. But yeah, it's some days are good. Some days I feel like I'm justified, and some days I'm saying, am I saying it to be mean or to be petty?
Yeah.
And I might be. I'm not gonna lie, I might be. But I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm glad that I said it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I can definitely agree with that. So you might know, you might not know, but I am a trained actress. So I went to school for it and the whole nine, right? Mm-hmm. And so now that I've been doing, coming back into that craft, there are people who have asked me to assist with, acting coaching that's outside of what I'm working on. Mm-hmm. So if it's something that I'm already working on, I don't have a problem with it. But if you're asking me to do outside of it, then it's something where I start having to think about, well, I should be getting paid for this.
I was just about to ask you.
You know what I'm saying? Like, this is something that I need to be compensated for because this is my talent that I'm giving of, right? So I had someone come in and ask me, I have this group of students that they're doing these monologues, and I'd like for you to come in, if you would, and kind of, give them some pointers and that kind of thing. And I wanted to give all kind of reasons for the no, and I was just like, I'm not available to do that.
Yes. Yes.
I am not. And the person was just like, okay. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Whereas had they come at me and been like, I'd like to compensate you to do X, Y, Z. That's a different conversation.
Bless you with something.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. That would have been a different conversation. Exactly. At this point, today's price is not the same as yesterday's price.
Come on. Fat Joe did it.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It just went up.
Fat Joe said that.
Yeah. I need you to get back on your, you gotta get with the trend. Yeah. But I'm with you though, because like I had a girlfriend and she would always say, you are the true fivefold ministry. Like you are all over the place and you do this, that, and the third. And anytime the church or an organization needs you, you're going to be there. Mm-hmm. And she said, but lately you don't really be out like that. You don't really do stuff and da-da-da-da. And I stopped because I lost myself along the way. I can sit here and say, and I was in an organization, and every weekend I did something.
Oh, I can test that.
And I lost myself because during the week when it's time for me to do work, I could not do it. I had no energy. I had no motivation.
Monday and Tuesday was rough.
Exactly. And then, here I am trying to build my own platform, and I didn't have time to do that. Mm-hmm. And so when I started saying no, people was like, I could sit here and say, people stop asking me to do stuff because I've said no to their vision. Mm-hmm. and me uplifting their vision or creating their vision for them. And now that I say, no, I'm not going to be available. Now they're like, oh.
Now you asked me a question a minute ago. I got two, probably just one. But how does it make you feel when you say no? And of all those different people that you supported, and you went out on the weekends and you did whatever, when your organization held something, how many of those people came out to support you?
Okay. All right. So let's talk about that. First question.
Okay, we need the church fan.
Okay. So the
go ahead
first
and preach.
question.
Go ahead and preach.
Turn this fan up a notch at this point, Lord.
And you know what? I ain't even gonna. I'm not gonna be too bad. But I really don't give a flying. Fill in the blank, because nobody's going to be there when I can't get out the bed, when I can't get rid of those headaches, and when I can't, my health is more important at this time than anything, So at this point, I really don't care what they feel like.
Yeah. Well, you don't care, and I'm glad that you got to that point.
Yeah.
But before you got to that I don't care point, it had to hurt. If nothing but a little bit. Or maybe it just happened so that you weren't even shocked that they didn't come. Because I know for a fact that you went out and you supported everything.
Yeah.
I'd be like, where are you going? I'm at such and such and such and such. Okay. And then Monday and Tuesday and probably Wednesday, recovering from,
I'm
And then not to mention you picked up a second job at the end. You know what I'm saying? I'm
like,
girl, superwoman. Go ahead.
But you know what? It's not even that. I think gradually I've got to a point where, like we say, people don't feel and think the same way that I do. So, when I do something for them, I don't expect them to do it back. I go in with the expectation of, they're not going to do it back no way. So I don't expect that. But yes, it did hurt in the beginning where
that right there by itself is sad that you went in with that expectation.
Yeah, I mean,
that you went in expecting them, knowing that they're not going to help you. That's bad right there.
Yeah, and I don't got to the point where as much as you try and as much as you do for others, those same people are not going to be the ones to support you anyway.
Yeah.
So that's why you have to keep creating new avenues to reach different people.
Absolutely.
Because the people that you're expecting to support you are not going to be the people that support you. The people that's on the outside looking in, they're the people that really need you, and you need to touch them.
You got to remember the goal while you're doing what you're doing.
Exactly. So I'm not looking at friends or family to support me in no fashion. I'm looking for the people outside of that wall, outside of those people, because the family and friends are not going to support you. You got to look at that.
Really sad.
And God didn't make it like
really
that.
Sad.
God did not make it like that, but that's how the generation of people are, and that's what we're dealing with.
Yeah.
And so you just got to make moves accordingly.
Yeah.
That was good. That was good.
Yeah, it was.
What about you?
For me, I think it just goes back to what I was saying before. It feels I'm expressing my worth by saying no. You know what I'm saying? Today's price is not the same as yesterday's price. You're not going to get this for free. And it's freeing on one end, and then I feel confident on the other. Like it's building myself up to set that boundary and say, this right here, this is not going to work.
Yeah.
Now, if you'd like to come at me in a different way, we can discuss it. And now it's coming to a point, not just saying no, but you're not going to talk to me that way.
Yeah.
I don't talk to you like that. And I expect that you respect the way that I talk to you. Because that's not the way I'm coming at you. You know what I'm saying? Or just being able to say, you know what? I'm not about to go back and forth because this is not an argument.
Exactly. Exactly.
We're not arguing. This is what I said offended me. It's up to you whether you acknowledge it as an adult.
But you do know, because I told you that it offended me.
Absolutely.
Right.
You ain't got to accept it.
Yeah.
But I got it off of me.
And you don't get to decide whether I'm offended or not.
Yes.
Right. You don't get to decide.
But it makes you feel good. Like you said, it builds you up, because look at the time that you didn't say anything.
Yes.
Just think about the times you didn't say anything.
Absolutely.
So even if I just say, I'm not accepting that. You know, you need to take this somewhere else. You know, I'm satisfied because I never said anything in the past, and that's what you can't deal with. That's why you're angry because I found my voice.
Yep.
Yes.
That's why you're angry.
Yes.
You know, you just want to be the only one with the voice.
Yes.
And when I say what I say, then you're upset.
Yeah.
I wronged you. I'm all of this.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be it. I'm gonna be the best. I'm gonna be the best it that I can be because it's gonna make you distance yourself
from me.
My space.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then when you come back, if you come back, you're gonna come
if
back
I allow
different.
you back.
Yeah.
Yes.
You're gonna come back. You're gonna come back different. You're gonna work with me different. You're gonna move different with me now because I've set that boundary. And this is not, I've let you know this is not how we're going to move going forward.
Yes.
So if I allow you back, it's going to be after you've proven
it's on my
that
terms.
that you've proved that you are going to move different. Because I'm not I'm getting too old to be dealing with
the
know
foolery.
What I'm saying?
The foolery.
There was so many things that as a younger person I dealt with because for whatever reason I felt like the person needed to be in my life and this, that, and the third. And there's a codependency there. But then as I get older, I realize that there's a certain amount of BS I'm just not going to put up with.
Yeah, I think we had the conversation. We were saying that a lot of times we think people settle for stuff is because for instance, if it's a relationship, you know, you might have went without a partner for years, and then you know, I don't want to go back to that no more. So you take all the BS and whatever, losing yourself, doing things that you know that you wouldn't do, but because you don't want to be lonely, you know. So yeah, definitely, definitely. And then I realized in a relationship once that, you know, I put up with a certain amount of stuff and basically, you know, being emotionally abused and that kind of stuff. And I allowed a lot of it to happen. But then when I go back, or, you know, and then when it was over, I felt completely empty and drained. And like there was, you know, just like life was over at that point for me because I didn't stand up for myself. I just didn't stand up for myself and let the person know this ain't gonna fly. And it's not even having to do with the fact that person is no longer there. It's what you allowed yourself to go through. I'm not mad. I'm not hurting.
It's both ends for me.
It's
both ends.
Yeah, it's just like, but you have to like, Lord, I allowed this to happen.
Yes.
Why?
Yep.
You know?
Yep.
And then, I don't know, just the time frame.
Yep.
You know? And just, A lot
Yeah.
of times it's not, to me, it's just like you're just thinking, it's not because they left, it's what, you know, you embarrassed or hurt or whatever, and you allowed yourself to go through stuff. Because, you know, that is not I wouldn't have done that, Lord. Was I in love or was I just settling?
Right.
You know?
Right. This
is the Sonya Show.
Dr.
Sonya.
Lord.
Not the doctor.
Please do not look her up on the doctor.
Yeah, don't look me, girl. You're going to be surprised.
It ain't dumb. It ain't dumb.
At all.
Not doctor.
Doctor.
Oh, Lord.
No, there's no way to spell it. Don't even try to Google it.
Ooh, child. Oh, my God.
But this has been very interesting. I cannot wait until the next one.
I'm excited to see where this goes.
I know.
So we are going to go ahead and close it out at this point. We do invite you to follow us on our social media. You can find us on Instagram under Love Beyond All, on Facebook under Love Beyond
Us. I think it's us.
Is it us?
Yeah.
Okay.
See, as the secretary, I
Facebook.
didn't bring my book, my notes with
And
me.
that's why she barely hanging on.
Yes. Holding my hand like Hattie.
We about to set a boundary for
Exactly.
Oh my gosh. And then you can find our website, www.lovebeyondall.com.
Yes.
We also have a YouTube page.
Yes.
Child. You can, you know, and you can see all of our love talks that we've had in the past. They are linked to our website. They will take you directly to our YouTube page. Excuse me. And I believe that is all. Thank you so much for tuning in to Beyond Love Talks, and we will see you next time.